The NBA has been thriving the last 2 decades or so, with players making more money than ever before and with more control over the sport than we have ever seen, especially in comparison to the NFL and Major League Baseball, who are both having issues as of late. Because of this, NBA players are more likely to push their sons into the league too, and there are tons of current or upcoming sons that look like they might take over the league someday. Let's take a look at who they are. Cole Anthony. Cole Anthony is the son of Greg Anthony, who, if you don't remember as a player, you might recall hearing his voice on the last few 2K games. His son Cole was a highly sought-after player in college, but injuries cut his time with North Carolina short. He now plays for the Orlando Magic and has just completed his rookie season. Heading into his second year, Cole is looking to make the leap and become a budding star. If he can do it, Orlando will have a young core that is ready to compete in the East again. Cole showed glimpses of potential last year, but a really disjointed season due to injuries tested them, especially at the point guard position, which forced him to take on a much bigger role than he probably could handle as a rookie. That experience may very well help him this season though, and so look out for Cole to make huge leaps this season. DJ Rodman. DJ Rodman recently made waves with Washington State and could be an under-the-radar player to make an impact in the NBA very soon. The son of the always interesting Dennis Rodman, DJ has had a long road to this point, much like his father, but looks primed to leapfrog his dad and make his own name for himself. DJ's been knocking down threes, something that should help the 6'6" forward overcome his height difficulties. The best part of DJ, however, is that he has the same kind of competitive drive and desire to put his body on the line for the team, something that is valuable in the big leagues. If DJ makes it to the NBA, the height differential becomes far less of a factor, as he is the average height in a shorter and faster NBA. DJ could be a long shot for the league, but so was his father, and if we learned anything from watching Dennis Rodman both on and off the floor, it's that it's dangerous to predict what he'll do. Even though DJ doesn't seem quite as crazy, if he has the energy of his father, he could be a player to keep an eye on. Shareef O'Neal. Shareef O'Neal has always had the spotlight on him, with proud father Shaquille O'Neal cheering him on from the stands. Shareef entered his freshman year at UCLA with big expectations, but a scary heart condition forced him to sit out that year. When he returned for his sophomore season, he struggled to get minutes from his new coach and announced that he was deciding to transfer. Now Shareef will be looking for a fresh start with a coach that believes in him. Only time will tell if Shareef has what it takes to keep up with his father's dominant career, but we're hoping to see him again on the court very soon. Shareef doesn't have the physicality of his father, but perhaps that's a good thing, because the slow but strong center archetype has effectively been eliminated from the sport. If Shareef picked up a few moves, which judging from the tape it looks like he has, he could be a problem someday. Zaire Wade. Along with the next person on our list, Zaire Wade is one of the most exciting names on the list and could very easily be a star in the NBA. Father Dwayne Wade, best known for an amazing career with the Miami Heat, has been helping develop Zaire's game for years, and he now plays at the same high school as childhood friend Bronny James, who also has a pretty famous dad. Zaire has been described as a tremendous slashing guard, a lot like his dad, and has been making waves for years at AAU tournaments and events. In their freshman year together, the duo spent much of their time on the bench, which isn't that surprising, but we're looking forward to seeing what they're made of coming up. Zaire has always been an exciting player to watch because of how much he resembles his father, and so it would be great to see Wade 2.0 in action someday. And would it be too perfect to hope he finds his way to the Heat too? Bronny James. LeBron James Jr. is currently the most enticing prospect on this list for a variety of reasons. First of all, his dad is in the conversation at the very least for greatest of all time, and so of course people will be interested in that guy's son. But he also has had a laundry list of highlight moments growing up, usually with his father not too far behind celebrating. LeBron has always been one of the most cerebral players in the game, and so if his son can learn the game in the same way, he may not just be a star, but may be a star for a very, very long time. Bronny is currently watching most of his high school basketball games from the bench, along with Zaire Wade, but don't expect that to last for too much longer. Speculation has swirled for years that LeBron was going to play until his son was in the NBA with him, which could be just 2 or 3 short years away. Recent pictures of Bronny also show that he has grown and filled out with some major muscle growth, so maybe he's going to be a chip off the old block after all. Ryan Mutombo. Dikembe Mutombo is one of the most dominant defensive centers that the league has ever seen and has become iconic with that finger wag he used to do after blocks. Now flash forward to 2021, and it's looking like his 6'10" son Ryan Mutombo might not be that far off from wagging his finger at opponents himself. Ryan, a senior out of Georgia, is expected to play for his father's team, the Georgetown Hoyas, after graduating, and already has an offer from them as well as several other schools. It's hard to know if Ryan will have the same intensity and impact on the defensive side of the floor, but tape from his high school and AAU indicates that he may have already surpassed his father on the offensive end of the floor, at least at this level. Man, those one-on-one games moves in the driveway must be brutal. With the position of center constantly evolving, it will be interesting to see where Ryan lands if and when he makes it to the NBA in a few years. Scottie Pippen Jr. Scottie Pippen Jr. did not inherit his father's height, sadly, and is only a 6'1" guard, but his level of play has made many wonder if Scottie has what it takes to make a real impact in the pros. Scottie's greatest tool is his father, who basically played a LeBron-esque point forward back in the day, and so knows how to run an offense and read the passing lanes. Scottie Jr. seems equally adept in that regard, as well as possessing some serious blow-by dribble moves to boot. It's hard to gauge how his game will translate when he makes it to the league, but his freshman season at Vanderbilt opened many people's eyes to how incredible Scottie can be once you look past his height. Scottie could easily fit into the NBA as both a facilitator as well as a three-point threat, something that never goes out of style these days. Trayce Jackson Davis. The son of NBA player Dale Davis, Trayce Jackson Davis has quietly become one of the best players in the country at Indiana, fittingly where his dad played hoops for the Pacers back in the day. Trayce is young, but his 6'9" frame makes him a menace even at a young age, and out of everyone on this list with a shot to become a superstar, Trayce is maybe currently the closest. It's hard to know where his ceiling is and if he can excel in the league, but his 66.4% true shooting percentage is one of the best in the country, and beyond shooting, he has much more to offer to any team looking to draft him. Trayce is a beast on the offensive board, snatching them up seemingly at will. He also is able to protect the rim at an elite level. With the value of the stretch 5 skyrocketing, Trayce could fit in very well as a forward or center that can both protect the paint as well as extend the floor offensively. This dude seems like he's legit, and I expect to see him in the NBA very soon. And that's our list of NBA players' children that seem like they have the potential to take the next step and maybe one day take over the league. Is there anyone else that you think we should be keeping our eye on? Leave a comment down below and let us know. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed the video and to subscribe for more videos just like this one.